Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear and see me clearly?
Yes, I can see and hear clearly.
Okay, I see. Thank you. So yes, hi Sharon. How's your Thursday?
Today was also a bit busy at work,
Mm,
but it was okay.
I see. But why are you kind of busy? A lot of papers, documents to finish?
Yes, I have quite quite a few things to deal with at work.
Oh, I see. So it seems like in that case, there are a lot of things you have to deal with for today. That's why you're
Mm,
kind of busy.
yes.
I see. But are like the deadlines for those fast approaching, or you just wanting to finish them as soon as you can?
As soon as I can because those things will one by one.
Ah, I see. So you don't want to probably accumulate all of the things you have to do. So that's why since
Mm,
you have some free time, so you really try your best to finish those this time.
yes, yes.
I see. So it seems like you're very or you're kind of busy at
Mm,
work for today.
yes.
And what time your work ended for today?
Sorry, could you speak again? What time?
Oh, your time at the time ended your work.
Oh, okay, okay. It's about 6 o'clock. Yes,
Mm,
but it spends some time to commute to back to home. So
mm.
when I arrive my home, it's about uh seven about six o'clock 13.
Oh, I see. And in that case, there's only like a very little difference when it comes to our class and the time you arrive. So were you able to have your dinner?
Yes, yes, yes.
I see. So before the class starts, you make sure you had your dinner already.
Yes, yes, 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's a quite yes.
I see. So around this time, it's not really that a problem for you.
Mm,
It's just fine.
yes, yes.
Okay, I see. So yeah, thank you for sharing those things with me, Sharon. So for today, let's move on with our session. And I do believe we're going to have our IELTS writing. So for the
Yeah.
writing, the last time we had our session, we checked your introduction. So this time, let's do the checking of your body one and body one, body two, and the conclusion. So let me just share
Okay.
my screen first to begin with the session. And okay, can you see my screen already?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you. So let's begin with the body paragraph one right here. So when it comes to the body one, there are only a few suggestions that I have when it comes to the structure of your sentences right here. So first thing, okay, let me just take a copy of this one first. So first thing for the body one is on the one hand, competition can motivate people to perform better. That is to say, when people are placed in a challenging environment, they often push themselves to become more outstanding. For example, many parents prefer to send their children to prestigious schools since the students may study harder when they are competing for high grades or scholarships. And then therefore competition helps individuals. Okay, so in this case, okay, let's have first. Okay, so when it comes to this body paragraph one right here, okay, there are only a few things. First one, okay, where is it? It's the phrase that is to say. So if ever we say or we have that is to say, that is actually grammatically correct. However, it's slightly mechanical. So what we need here is a natural discourse that is more academic. So instead of saying that is to say, you can have the phrase in other words. In other
Okay.
words, comma, when people, let's just say, become more understanding. I mean, outstanding. Outstanding is an absolute adjective, something that is already excellent. So, using more outstanding, it's grammatically possible, but it's stylistically awkward. So, the verb we should make use of a more concise and academically natural verb. So instead of saying become more outstanding, let's just say to excel. So we can have this word. And the next one is many prefer, let's just say they are competing. So for the phrase they are competing, this is reduced using a participle clause. So instead, we are going to say when. When competing, okay, let's just omit they are. Harder when competing. So in this case,
Mm.
when the subject of both clauses is the same, the relative clause can be reduced at some point. So that would be for this case. And then another thing here is, let's just say competition helps individuals, in this case here, to maintain or improve the parallel structure. And the ending part, you can say therefore, competition not only helps individuals reach better academic results, but can also, but can also, okay, also lead to progress in society. So in this case here, introduces relative conjunction structure with not only but also can improve parallelism that is important for a higher band coherence. And yeah, that would be for this case right here. So when it comes to your body one, you actually have correct use, or you correctly use the complex sentences, subordinating clauses, and then there's a good cause effect logic right there. So overall, those are just my suggestions for your body one. So questions for the body one first.
No.
Okay, thank you. Next one is our body paragraph two. So for the body two, right here also just a few suggestions when it comes to your paragraph right here. So first one, produce stress and abnormal relationships. In this case, when you say produce stress, it's grammatically correct, but still it's slightly mechanical. And then abnormal relationships, it's actually lexically inappropriate. Why abnormal is not appropriate in this case? Because abnormal means medically or statistically unusual, and it does not usually collocate with relationships. So IELTS may penalize incorrect collocations. So probably in this case here, you can say instead of abnormal relationships, you can have the word strain. Strain relationships, harm interpersonal relationships, or damage relationships. So you can have that
Mm.
one. And then another thing here is people focus too much. Let's just say people focus too much. So too much, it's grammatically correct. However, it's considered a bit informal for IELTS writing task too. So instead of using too much, you can have the word excessively.
Mm.
Excessively unwinning. So excessively is an adverb of degree that is more formal and precise. And then also another thing here, it's let's say cooperation allows people allows people to share something. Okay, in this case here, this is fine. However, share something here, it's actually a bit vague and weak. So we have to specify what do you mean by share something in some case. So maybe you can say enables or cooperation allows people to share responsibilities responsibilities and give assistance to others. So you can also have it this way. We just have to specify the something
Mm,
so that it will not be that vague. And then also another thing is for example in education. If you say in education, it's grammatically correct, but it's a bit broad. So we can use a more precise phrase so that is in educational settings. So we can use this one. And the next one is often need collaborate with colleagues, co-leaders. So we need a comma right here, an Oxford
mm,
comma, to support students' learning and well-being. As a result, cooperation helps build positive relationships and communities, which are, so we have here, which are important for individuals' long-term development. Okay, in
mm,
this case here, which are important. Yes, that would be fine in this case. So for your body two, you do have a clear conscious marker, which is on the other hand, you do have also a logical cause effect structure, as well as good use of examples right here. Maybe when it comes to this part, it's just on the collocation that we use, and then the formality of our vocabulary. So overall, those are just the suggestions I have for your body too. So, questions
mm,
for the body too first?
it's okay.
Okay, thank you. Since we don't have questions, let's move on
Mm,
with the opinion paragraph right here. So, same with the others. I just have some suggestions with your sentences. So, first thing is, in my opinion, both views also play crucial roles. In this case, when you say both views also play crucial roles, views is grammatically correct, but it is too vague. So we prefer something that is precise reference to the concepts that is discussed. So instead, you can use a clear signal to what you are referring to. So instead of both views, you can say, in my opinion, both competition and cooperation. We have cooperation also play crucial roles. So we have to specify that one. And then aside from that is neither one should dominate completely. Okay, neither one here. It's grammatically correct, but somehow it's slightly informal. So the word neither alone, it's already sufficient. So there's no need for us to use one in this case. So neither can act as a pronoun by itself. And then next one is reach their potential, beneficial to everyone. So in this case here, we have cooperation ensures that progress is sustainable and beneficial
mm,
to everyone. So parallel structure and active verb choice could improve cohesion and readability. So when listing qualities, try to maintain parallel verb forms. So it means we can say cooperation ensures that progress is sustainable and benefits everyone. So that would be for this with the parallel form. And then another thing here is for this reason, it is important to encourage proper competition. If we say proper competition, it's actually grammatically possible. However, still with the word proper, it would be a bit vague. So we have to use a more precise academic term. So you can say instead of proper is constructive. Constructive. competition. So if we say constructive competition, it implies healthy and positive competition. So you can have that one, or instead of using constructive, you can use healthy competition instead. So that could be for this one. And then we'll also valuing teamwork and the sense of sharing. So valuing teamwork and the sense of sharing. So in this case here, okay, instead of a sense of sharing, we can say, and a sense of shared responsibility. Stability. Okay, so this could be for the opinion paragraph right here. So, do you have questions with the opinion paragraph first?
No.
Okay, thank you. Since you don't have questions with that, let's move on with the last one. So for this one, it's talking about your conclusion. So, still some suggestions that I have. For example, let's say, in conclusion, although competition has advantages in motivating people, cooperation is equally important for keeping positive relationships. Keeping, the verb here, keep, it's grammatically correct. But if you wanted to have a verb that naturally collocates with relationships. So you can have the word maintain. So maintain plus noun. So you can say equally important for maintaining positive relationships and achieving shared goals. A balance, to sum up, a balanced approach that combines both is the best way in life for individuals. So in this case, with the phrase combines both. In this case, it's correct. Okay, this one is correct, but maybe we can use still with a more formal and academically precise. So academic writing prefers like integrate, incorporate, or harmonize when discussing synthesis of ideas. So you can say, you can have the word integrates both, but you can still make use of the word combine if you wanted to. And then the best way in life for individuals. This one, the best way of life for individuals, it's a bit wordy. So probably we can make use of a slight more formal choice for this one. So you can say is both it both is the most. Let's just say most. Okay, let's just have this one. Individuals. Okay, instead, individuals in life is the most effective strategy. Strategy for individuals. Individuals in life. So this could be for this structure right here. And then in this case, with the usage of the word in conclusion, and to sum up right here, using both is actually acceptable, but if we just wanted to avoid redundancy, it would be better for us to choose any of the two only. So probably if we wanted to omit redundancy, so you can stick with in conclusion, and then for this part you can say shared goals, and then with a semicolon, therefore a balanced approach, this and that. So it's still okay to use in conclusion and to sum up at the same time, but just to avoid redundancy, so we can just change it with other word instead. So yeah, that would be for the conclusion we have right here. So any questions for the conclusion, Sharon?
Mm, uh,
Mhm.
what situation you use uh uh, these comma before label?
Oh, in that case, you can use a semicolon. This is
Mm,
actually called a
yes,
semicolon when you are going to separate two independent clauses because you cannot combine two independent clauses with a comma. Instead, use a semicolon.
mm,
Mm.
so,
Yes, because this part here, this one and this one are both considered independent clause. So since we wanted to combine them and to avoid comma splice, so we use the semicolon. So when you're going to combine two independent clauses, use a semicolon to somehow separate them, even if they will be constructed into one sentence or they will be combined into one sentence.
okay.
Okay. Anything else aside from that?
It's okay.
Okay, thank you. So, in that case, since you don't have questions, then let's move on with the overall things you have right here. So, talking about your task two, in this case, actually, task coverage, you discuss both views, competition benefits, motivation, academic performance, and then the societal progress. You also have the cooperation benefits like positive relationships, collaboration, and then sustainable progress. And then your opinion, it's included in both. Third paragraph, both views play crucial roles, but neither one should dominate completely in your conclusion. So in this case, for your task achievement, I would say it's moderate high since you addressed the question, but it's just that you did not specifically mention the settings like work, school, or daily life in all examples. So in your case, what you did here, just like in educational settings, so you focus or you were general or focus only on one, which is education. So in our task prompt, since it was indicated that we have to talk about work, school, and daily life, so probably our example could also be aligned to it as well. So that's why in your body one, in this case here, mostly it's actually task aligned, clear reasoning. It's just on the lexical and grammatical inaccuracies we have right here. Same with the body too. It's you do have a strong reasoning as well. It's on the vocabularies. And then for the opinion and conclusion, let's just combine the two. It's on the opinion part. I would say it's just the phrasing we have right here, like vague phrases. So we have to specify some, make use of the specific term instead. And then for your conclusion, it's just on the informal phrasing we have right here. But overall, the content is fine as long as the example would be aligned to the three ideas we have right here. That is the school, work, and then in daily life. So yeah, that could be for this version we have right here. So in any case, any questions for this one first?
It's okay.
Okay, thank you. So, since we don't have questions and we still have some time, so for us to continue with the session, let's have a task one. So, this task one right here is an example of a diagram. Have you tried writing map before?
No.
I see. So, it means it would be your first time to do so.
Um, yeah, yes, I read some article about this, but in real case, I didn't meet these questions, and I know this little 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 percent in real tests, so I don't spend many times in this, so I'm not familiar with these questions.
Ah, I see. So in this case, based on your research, it's a very somehow small percentage that this kind of task one topic will come out. Okay,
Mm,
I see. So in this case, whenever we have map types, common map types is actually like comparing past versus present, just like this one. It could be present versus future plan, or it could be a three maps with development stages. So when it comes to a map, we have to look for the time reference. Is it past to present, present to future? Next one is the major changes, like buildings added, removed, or probably relocated or swap, or maybe the overall trend. Like, was it for urbanization, modernization, or expansion? So, the usual body introduction part, you have to paraphrase the question. Body two or paragraph two, it's the overview, most important. So, in this case, for the overview, the content here should summarize two to three major trends that is provided to you. So usually for overview, you have to focus on the expansion, replacement of old buildings, the improved infrastructure, and then increase housing. However, we should avoid details here. Just two to three major trends. And then for paragraph three, I mean for body one and body two, it actually depends on you and how you're going to do a comparison. For example, if ever we will be given this kind of indicator right here, northwest, east, south, you can try to divide the diagram into the regions. For example, we have here the northern and then the southern. So probably in your body one, you can focus on the northern part, comparing all the changes. And then for the body two, you can focus on the southern parts, comparing the changes. So it's up to you. You can do it north, south, you can do it west or east, as long as
Yeah.
you will be able to compare both sides. And if you don't want to do that one, you can focus by the time reference right here. Like in 2000, the map is like this and that. And then today, somehow these are already the changes or your observation. So you can do that one, or probably aside that, you can categorize them. For example, for the land changes. So you can focus on the land changes for body one, and then for the what a sea changes, something like that, water, so you can focus on that one. So it depends on you how you are going to divide the map as long as the comparison will be present right there. Okay. Questions for a map type first?
It's okay.
Okay, thank you. Since I don't have questions, let me just stop sharing my screen for me
Mm.
to take a photo of the task one right here. So the usual, since let me see, we still have some time. So I'll be giving you the time to start writing your task one map type. And then whenever you're done, just tell me so that we can do the checking of your content. Let me just share with you first the map. Okay, for a while. Okay, I've already pasted the map for 2000. May I know if can you see the details clearly or no, so that I could
Mm.
paste another photo there.
Yes. So there's one
Yeah,
picture, but there will
one.
another picture.
Yeah, there is another one. So this is for the 2000, and then the today it's down right below. So have you seen it already?
Yes, I see.
Okay, so in this case, I'll be giving you the rest of the time. So start
Mm.
writing your task one, and then just like what I mentioned, when you're done, just tell me so that we can do the checking of this one. Okay?
Okay.
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 Okay, so let's check your task one right here. But before that, okay, let me see how many words we are able to have for this one for a while. Okay, in this case, you were actually able to have about 164 words. So that's a good. We were able to reach. So we have 164. And for this one, you were able to finish within, let me see the timer. It's 14 minutes and 19 seconds. So I really noticed when it comes to your writing activity, you can easily finish this one quickly compare, let's just say whether it's task one or task two. So it seems like writing is the, let's just say, most confident skills that you have for IELTS.
It depends on the questions.
What kind of
Yes,
questions you
because,
find
yeah,
challenging?
because like the maps
Mhm.
have information that I
Mhm.
can write and describe quite easily. But in text two, some questions I have no idea.
Ah, I see. It's because when it comes to task two, it's more so your tendencies that you still have to, let's just say, think of possible information to write. And like with task one, since we just have to be objective, so we can write whatever is, let's just say,
Mm,
presented in the visual.
yes.
I see. I would say that's good. It's because if ever that's the case, you will have more time already for your part to or your task to which one you
Mhm.
find it a bit, let's just say, challenging or complicated. And yeah, let's try to discuss your introduction right here. So first things first, the maps demonstrate the changes that have taken place in Port Harbour between 2000 and the present day. So in this case, I would say for the introduction, you do have a good subject verb agreement, maps, plural noun phrase. So we have the plural verb demonstrate. And then also with the article, the maps. Okay, this one is correct with the usage of the articles, the. Another thing here is the changes that have taken place. Okay, this one is an example of defining relative clause. So main noun phrase, the changes, relative clause. So that's fine. And then when it comes to your, okay, let's take a look with the tense you use right here. So when it comes to your tense, let's just say have taken place. Present perfect, that's correct. So have or has plus the past participle have taken. So when it comes to the present perfect tense, it's used to describe actions that started in the past and are relevant to the present. And this tense is especially appropriate for maps, especially showing change over time because the transformation connects the past, which is 2000, to the current time. And then also time expression between 2000 and the present day. This one is good. And then what else? Lexical choice. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this one is fine. And then also with the noun form. Yes, you can have the word changes, or aside from this, some alternative. Alternative for changes, you can have the word developments. You can also have transformations. You can have alterations or modifications. So this could be the alternative for this word right here. And then another thing here, let's say have taken place. Okay, in this case, I would say your introduction, your sentences actually meets or your sentence meets all task IELTS task one introduction requirements. You accurately paraphrases the prompt, uses correct grammar, uses formal vocabulary, and there is a clear statement what the maps show and identifies the time period. So in that case, your introduction is actually clean. No other suggestions though I have. And then for your overview, but before that, any questions with the introduction first?
Mm, it's okay.
Okay, thank you. So let's have overview part. Okay, overall, the harbor has been significantly developed several facilities. Okay, in this case, yes, good discourse marker use. And then several facilities. In addition, the fishing boats in the marina have also been reorganized. Okay, so in this case here, passive voice structure construction has been significantly developed. This is good. Present perfect. And then we also have here, okay, other things we have presented in addition to fishing boats. Okay, so in this case, when it comes to your, let's just say overview, I would say same with the introduction here. Okay. Prefer simple. Okay, in this case, I would say there's no other suggestions that I have, especially with your sentence structure, because most of it, or all of it, I would say, it's actually grammatically correct. Maybe it's just the redundancy we have here. For example, okay, let me just copyright. Maybe it's the word in addition, and then we have the word also. This one, it could be redundant. So you use two additive markers. So use both together is redundant because each performs the same discourse function. So you can say, in addition, the fishing boats and the marina have been reorganized. Or you can say the fishing boats and the marina have also been reorganized. So it's just either of the two. Do not use them together because it would be considered redundant. And yeah, that would be for the overview right here. So in your overview, you do have a clear overview of major changes, better sentence cohesion, and natural IELTS maps vocabulary. So that would be my suggestions for your overview. So questions for the overview, Sharon?
It's okay.
Okay, thank you. Since we don't have questions, and unfortunately, we don't have much time as well, so it means on our next session, let's just continue the rest of your task one before we proceed with another set of practice tests. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, I see. So, yeah, I guess these are just the things that we have for tonight, Sharon. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.